Sairam students, welcome back. Today we'll be going ahead with our second part of chapter 5 Fundamental Rights part 2. Okay, in our fourth lesson of civics we learned about fundamental rights part 1, and in this lesson chapter 5, yes, the first part of this chapter 5 we learned about the right to freedom of religion and we learned about the cultural and educational rights. Okay, so what rights are we going to learn today? Let's see. Okay, we are going to learn about the right to constitutional remedies. Now, what is this right to constitutional remedies? Yes, so with that word constitutional remedies means where you get a solution. Yes, so constitutional solutions you get solution from the constitution. So such rights are being guaranteed to the citizens of India by the constitution. And let's see what these rights are. Right to constitutional remedies. In case if any citizen is denied any of the fundamental rights, the citizen's right to get judicial remedies is a fundamental right. Okay, so if any person is denying any right to us, right? Suppose if, for example, I have got the right to freedom of religion. Yes, if somebody is denying me or the government is denying me not to follow the religion of my choice, so I am being denied that fundamental right, and according to the right to constitutional remedies, I can get judicial remedies, which is also my fundamental right. I can go to the court. I can lodge a complaint against that person or the government who, if they are denying me my rights, and get the justice based on that. So that is judicial remedies. The court is involved over here. Yes, the court is involved over here. So that is why you get the judicial remedies. Yes, the judicial solutions you get, justice you get. So this right, okay, this is called the right to constitutional remedies. Yes, this is called the right to constitutional remedies. Okay, this means that the constitution itself has provided for legal remedies in case people's rights are violated. Okay, means the constitution itself has provided legal remedies. Legal means which is based on law. Okay, according to the law, certain remedies, certain solutions are there in case people's rights are violated or people's rights are denied. Okay, people are not being given the right to enjoy the rights which they have got. So if such things happen, the citizen has got the right to constitutional remedies, and the constitution itself is providing with the legal remedies if the rights of the people or the citizens are violated. Okay, it is the constitutional duty of the court to protect the rights of the people. Okay, so it is the constitutional duty. According to the constitution, it is the duty of the court to protect the rights of the people. Yes, so the court can dispense its justice based on the information which is what it gets, and also looks into the matter, very critically scrutinizes it, and then gives the justice. If the person is is harassed or some sort of rights are being denied to him, so that person is being given justice by the court. Then this giving justice is the constitutional duty of the court to protect the rights of the citizens of the country. So if any rights are being denied, the constitution remedies are there, and it is the duty of the court, the constitutional duty of the court, to protect the rights of the people. The court considers our complaint, investigates it, and in case it is convinced that rights have been denied and injustice has been done, the court gives an appropriate verdict. Okay, so like the if right is being denied, the case goes to the court. The court considers the complaints. The complaint means goes through our complaint, investigates it. Yes, there's a lot of investigation, a lot of they find information about it, and if in case it is convinced, yes, if it is convinced that the rights have been denied, if a person rights have been denied and injustice has been done, yes, denying a person's right is a sort of injustice. So if the right is denied and injustice has been done, the court gives an appropriate verdict, or the court gives an appropriate decision which is justified according to the constitution. Yes, so this is the constitutional duty of the court to give proper justice, appropriate verdict, if it is satisfied, if it is convinced that the right of a person has been denied and injustice has been done. Okay, so let's see some instances of infringement of rights. This denying of rights is also called as infringement of rights. So some examples are arresting an individual without any reason, preventing a person from leaving a village or a town without giving a valid reason, and refusing food, water, or medicines to jail inmates. Okay, so over here you can see this, the first one. Okay, arresting an individual without reason. Without any reason, the police cannot go and arrest a person. There has to be a valid reason. Yes, if the person has committed a crime, then you should have a arrest warrant to arrest that person. But without any valid reason, you cannot just blindly go and arrest any person. Second one, preventing a person from leaving a village or town without giving a valid reason. Suppose I have gone to a village, okay, I've gone to some other place, and people over there, they do not allow me to leave that place without giving me a reason. So that is also that they are denying me my freedom. Okay, and also refusing food, water, and medicines to jail inmates. Okay, the jail inmates mean those who are there in the prison, those who are imprisoned. If they also are human beings, they have also got the right, certain rights they have got. So if they are being denied of not giving food, they are not being given water, or they are not given medicines, so that is also an infringement of rights. So you can say it is also called as that, where the rights are being violated. So these are some examples of infringement of rights. Okay, let's go ahead. Now over here on the screen you can see mandamus, habeas corpus, certiorari, prohibition, quo warranto, and in between you can say the word WRITS, writs. Okay, now what does this writs mean? You'll be learning about according to this. So this is, we are talking about the right to constitutional remedies. These are the thing, some rights to writs which has been given by the constitution. Okay, and this is, writs means a command which has been given. Okay, and the others have to follow it. So according to this, we have these five writs: mandamus, habeas corpus, certiorari, prohibition, and quo warranto. Now let's see what do these mean. Okay, writs as constitutional remedies. So these writs are constitutional remedies. Courts have powers to issue various kinds of writs to protect the rights of the citizens. Now, the court has gotten the constitutional duty to protect the rights of the citizens. So, it has also got the power to issue various kinds of writs, commands, or orders to protect the rights of the citizens. And what are they? Habeas corpus, the first one, habeas corpus, protection from unlawful arrest and detention. So what is habeas corpus? Protection from unlawful arrest and detention. See, in the example also we have seen arresting a person without any reason. Okay, so a proper valid reason has to be there. Okay, for if you are to be arrested, if you have committed a crime, you have committed a theft, a robbery, or a murder, so then you have the police they have the authority to arrest you. But if any sort of unlawful arrest and detention in this sense, you cannot be kept waiting for, like a person means being kept not allowed to leave a particular place, so that is called as a detention. So this writ habeas corpus is to helping the citizens to be protected from unlawful arrest and detention. So it also means that your freedom which is being denied, yes, so it is being, your freedom is being safeguarded, yes, against this arbitrary detention or this executive power. So this habeas corpus means protection from unlawful arrest and detention. Second one, mandamus, the order of the courts, that is the Supreme Court or the High Court, commanding the government to perform an action that is its duty to perform in public interest. So what is the meaning of mandamus? Okay, so mandamus means whenever a public officer or the government has done some act which violates the fundamental right of the citizen of a person, the court issues a writ of mandamus. Yes, so according to this mandamus, it restrains the public officer or government from enforcing that order or doing the act against the person whose fundamental rights have been violated. Okay, I'll tell you again. It is the order given by either the Supreme Court or the High Court commanding the government to perform an action that is its duty to perform in public interest. Means it issues an order, the court issues an order to the government or a public officer, said whatever whatever duty it is to be, their duty is, it has to be in or in in coordination with the public interest. It has to be according to the public interest. Okay, for example, if a public officer, government officer, has done some act, has done something which violates the fundamental right of a person, so the court, the Supreme Court or the High Court, issues a writ of mandamus, and it stops that public officer from enforcing that order or doing that act against the person whose fundamental rights are being violated. So that is mandamus. So here also it is a constitutional remedy, because it is according to the court is issued this order, and the government or the public officer has to compulsorily, mandatorily follow this writ, this mandamus issued by the court. Okay, then the next we have is prohibition, to prevent a subordinate court from exceeding its jurisdiction. Now what does this mean? Jurisdiction means, okay, so this third writ of the given by the court, that is prohibition, to prevent a subordinate court from exceeding its jurisdiction. Okay, so this jurisdiction means, this prohibition means to prevent a subordinate court from exceeding its jurisdiction. Means if the Supreme Court or the can stop the High Court, and the High Court can stop the smaller courts to go ahead with the case, if that case or whatever the situation is, it's not under its authority. So that is prohibition, to prevent a subordinate court from exceeding its jurisdiction. So this is also one of the writ given according to the constitutional remedies. Okay, so this prohibition or this writ of prohibition is issued by a superior court, by a higher court to a lower court, a superior court to a lower court, directing it, yes, asking it not to go proceed ahead with a case which does not fall under its jurisdiction, means which does not come under its authority. So that is the writ of prohibition. Okay, then we have quo warranto. Yes, now what is this quo warranto? To restrain a person from acting in an office to which he is not entitled. I repeat, quo warranto means to restrain a person from acting in an office to which he is not entitled. Okay, so according to quo warranto, okay, the court can question a public officer, yes, or can question a person, can as to by what authority he or she is holding the office, is holding the post, who has given him the authority to have that post with him. So this writ requires the concerned person to explain to the court by what authority he holds the office. So quo warranto is to restrain a person from acting in an office to which he is not entitled. Okay, suppose if there is a person, for example, a police officer is there. Okay, so he has, there are also designations given to them according to their qualifications. So if a person who is not that qualified to be a senior police officer, and he has been he's acting as if he is in that senior police officer, so the court can restrain the person from that police officer acting in an office to which he is not entitled, means he is not being given the authority, so he will not be performing that particular that particular post will not be given to him. So that is quo warranto. Then the next we have is certiorari. It is to order the removal of a lawsuit from a subordinate court to a superior court. Okay, so according to a certiorari, it is a very rare writ which is very rarely given, by which a subordinate or a higher court decides to review a case as its discretion. Okay, so the word certiorari means that to be more fully informed. Yes, it is a Latin word which means to be completely be informed about it. A writ of certiorari orders a lower court to deliver its record in a case so that the higher court may view it. Okay, now for example, if in a high court a case has come, the jurisdiction, it is under the high court's jurisdiction, and the case has been handled with properly, it is being closed. Okay, so there is the certiorari whereby the higher court, or suppose the Supreme Court, can take that case in its hand, Yes, get all the records from the High Court and go ahead with the, with the procedure of the judicial justice, or we can say judicial remedy, which is to be given. So certiorari is to order the removal of a lawsuit, means of of a case from a subordinate court. It will be handed over to a superior court, means it can be go from a small session court, it can be handed over to a high court, or from a high court to the superior court. That is certiorari. Yes, so we have learnt about these 5 writs of according to constitutional remedies, that is habeas corpus, mandamus, prohibition, quo warranto, and certiorari. So these writs to constitutional remedies, it helps in safeguarding our rights. Yes, it safeguards our rights, it gives us judicial remedies, and if rights are being denied to us, we can get justice through the medium of court and get what we are entitled to, right? So this lesson, right, fundamental rights part 2, we have completed over here. Go through the video once again if you have not understood. Yes, we have learnt about the rights to constitutional remedies in today's session. Yes, so what we have learned, court has powers to issue various kinds of writs to protect the rights of the citizens. So the first is habeas corpus, that you can get protection against unlawful arrest and detention. Mandamus, the order of the courts commanding the government to perform an action which is in the benefit of the for the public. Then we have prohibition, to prevent a subordinate court from exceeding its jurisdiction. Then quo warranto, to restrain a person from acting in an office to which he is not entitled to. And certiorari, to order the removal of a lawsuit from a subordinate court to a superior court. Okay, so I hope children you have understood whatever is being taught today. Yes, so we'll be meeting again next time. Till then, stay safe. Have a good day, children. Sai Ram.